Hey there. So we have here the Agri-Fab 48-inch plug aerator. Just got it the other day. Have been out using it a little bit, and so far I really like it. From the point of opening up the box to having it constructed and usable, it was an hour and a half, almost on the dot. The instructions are really straightforward and clear, so there should be very little confusion in what needs to be done. The only step that seemed a little tough, I just had to reread it a couple of times just to make sure I was putting everything that they identified in the correct positions were for the bolts connecting the main plate here to the actual tine shaft. Otherwise, everything else was really thorough. Couple of negative points, I guess, or at least small letdowns. Pneumatic tires. I wish these were pneumatic. I could see myself replacing those at some point. The pin and cotter pin that they give you seems a little wimpy for what this is. I could totally see that bending if somebody did something a little not good with this. The amount of holes that they give you to tie down weights just isn't a lot. So you see here, this is just a common cinder block. There's not a lot of hole space there on either side. So you have to get just a little inventive on how you're holding things down. You see I took some horse stall mats and cut those and put those down to help with sliding. So a couple more of those holes, or bigger, because those are too small for most ratchet strap hooks. Let's see. Some people have complained that the handle here will slip out of the locked position, and I had to try to get that up in there. So this is locked, but some people have complained that that will just undo when they're driving over their driveway or something. Part of the instructions, almost the last section, specifically says how you need to be pushing this plate in as hard as you can. You need to be pushing it in while you're attaching the final bolts and tightening them down, so that when you're pushing it in, it's pushing this whole tray, against this. So this is definitely down in the locked position. And then after that, this should be very hard to get out. You have to work at it. So I'm guessing the people that are giving those reviews didn't do that to the extent that they should have. So my usage with this is aerating our lawn and also trails. So, for laying down grass seed. And so far so good. I could totally see people commenting maybe that the plugs aren't as deep as they think they should be. I would say that, if they're going over compact soil, that they might be getting a little less of the plugs, because when I go towards the soil that's a little less compact, you'll see that those plugs, get bigger. So I'm assuming over time that people will see their more compact soil loosen up, and then that aeration really taking bigger clumps of soil out. Overall, really happy with it. I also really like, and I could tell this right out of the box, that this metal's thick and sturdy. When you're making a purchase of this nature, you're worried that what you're going to get is going to be cheap plastic that is going to break on first use in the first summer, in the first year, whatever. I mean, you want to definitely get a couple of seasons out of something before any issues occur. Or metal that will just easily bend. And I do not get the feeling with this at all that this is a situation, or that's a situation we'll run into with this. I'm really happy so far. I feel like this is something that's going to last a bit. And it feels, if something did go wrong with it, that you'd be able to easily take those parts, those pieces apart and fix it up. And I guess that's it. Thanks.